Okay, hello everybody. Happy Thursday. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna try something and I want to show you my face, but we're gonna see how it works. Okay. Hello. I don't know if this is actually showing my face. I'm assuming it's showing my face. I just wanted to say hello. I'm here on Saturday recording videos for you. I don't know if this is actually angled towards your face. I think it is. I'm here on Saturday recording videos for you. So I just wanted you to appreciate these videos, and you need to make sure you're paying attention because I came in on a Saturday to do this for you. Okay, now I'm gonna disappear. I really hope that worked. So what I need you to get out is this page, changing remainders to decimals. If you have already completed numbers 8 and number 9, then you have not been following directions, and I want your neighbor to shame you. Shame, shame, shame. You should not have worked on these two. Up to 7 should be completed. That is it. Okay, so you should be getting this out, changing remainders to decimals, level 1. So I'm reminding you how we do this. If we were going to do 6 divided by 5, we need to divide just like normal, but when we would move to our remainder part, we would put a decimal in the dividend and in the quotient area. We would add zeros until we get our number here, okay? So we have to put that, decimal when we would normally put a remainder, because we are moving on from remainders forever. Okay, now we are on number 8, okay? So put your finger next to the dividend. Put your finger next to the divisor. Perfect. This is 12 divided by 8. Okay, so remember, we start over here. Figure out how many times does 8 go into 1. Doesn't go into 1, so we move over. 8 goes into 12. How many times? 1 time. Put that 1 over that 2 digit. 8 times 1 is 8. We subtract. 12 minus 8 is 4. Great job. So remember, at this time we would usually put remainder 4, but instead we're going to put a decimal in the dividend area and right always above in the quotient area too. You cannot have a decimal in the dividend and not have it in the quotient. Okay, so now that decimal doesn't do us any good unless we put this 0 here, okay? Because 12 is the same as 12 and 0 tenths, or 12.0. Then you bring that 0 down. You have how many times 8 goes into 40? How many times does 8 go into 40? Like I said in the last video, I feel like I should be calling on people. Ryland, how many times does 8 go into 40? Hopefully Ryland's there. Hopefully Ryland said 5 times. So 8 times 5 is 40. 40 minus 40 is 0. We have nothing left, so our problem is complete. Yay! Good job, Ryland, if you answered that. Okay, so how would we say this? We would not just say 1.5, we would say 1 and 5 tenths. Okay, great. We've moved on from that. Sorry, my paper got stuck. Now please get this page out. Decimals divided by 1-digit whole numbers. Again, you should have completed this with me on Monday, this with me on Tuesday, this with me yesterday, and then this and this you should not have completed. If you have completed this and this, you have not followed directions. Okay, your sub can pause this if she needs to, but you should have this. So right now, we are going to be working on number 8. Okay, we have to think, which one's the dividend? Dividend. Which one's divisor? Divisor. What do we always do when we see a dividend that has a decimal point in it? We need to put it in the quotient area too. Okay, there we go. You should be doing that right now. Okay, now we're going to start. How many times does 6 go into 0? 0. So we need to move over. And how many times does 6 go into 8? Once. Okay, and I'm going to pause you right here. When you usually have a decimal point in your dividend and it starts with a 0, you can go ahead and put that 0 up here, because remember, it always makes it easier. 0 and blah, 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 or blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is what you should have. 0 and 1/10 so far. 6 times 1 is 6. We subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. And then we bring down that 5. Now we have 25. How many times does 6 go into 25? I'm going to start calling on people. Macy, how many times does 6 go into 25? Hopefully Macy's here, and hopefully Macy said 4 times. 6 times 4 is 24. Then we subtract 1. Then we bring down that 4. Okay, how many times does 6 go into 14? I'm going to call on James. James, how many times is 6 going to 14? Hopefully James said 2. Okay, 6 times 2 is what? 12. Good job. We subtract and we have a 2. Okay, remember at this point, this is when we need to start adding our zeros because we don't have a remainder when we have decimals. Okay, this is going back to our last worksheet that we did. So we're going to add a 0 right here. We're going to bring that 0 down. How many times does 6 go into 20? 3 times. 6 times 3 is 18. 20 minus 18 is what? I'm going to ask Allison. How many times, or no, 20 minus 18 is what, Allison? It is a 2. Good job. Okay, so at this point, I want to direct you back to the directions. Round to 3 digits if necessary. We've talked about this already, but what this is saying is when there are 3 digits after a decimal point, we need to stop because or else this is going to keep going on longer and we don't want it to be too long. So to 3 digits, 1, 2, 3. This is the thousandths place, so we need to round this, okay? When it says that, we're just going to look to the digit to the right, which is in the 10,000ths place. We're going to help us round it, okay? So this is going to be 0.14, and then this 2, because this is a 3, it stays the same. So this is our answer, 0 and 142 thousandths. Okay, so there you go. This is your problem. Now you're going to move on to must do, may do time. You guys are doing great. I miss you also, still, and it's Thursday, and I won't see you until Monday, but that's okay. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Tune in next time to Miss W's videos. Goodbye.